what we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
Going way back till the early days. Rockin' it. Got fresh stuff.
Money, baby.
You know how we give it, party people suck. Funky, y'all ready for this? I'm going way back.
It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Of course, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Teezy.
Hey, hey, hey.
And the Silver Fox that rocks, DJ Alwayz in the building.
What's happening?
No guests, but, you know, I just wanted to come in and kick it, man. You know, this is the last show of the year. You know what I mean? So I figured we have a little Christmas party here on the Goin Way Back Show. You know, drink a little eggnog.
You know, gotta love it.
I see you, B.
Gotta
Jake,
love it. Jake,
cups up,
everybody.
cups up.
Cups up.
Everybody's drinking.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? We doing that. No guests, but I think we just gonna spread a little holiday cheer, classic hip hop style. Kind of go back and talk about, you know, the year that we just had.
I was gonna say
because we had, we had a lot of great moments, and we'll visit some of those. But of course, you know, we always start the show. What's happening? The crew? What it do?
Nothing much.
Teezy, nothing much. Huh?
No.
What about you, DJ Alwayz?
Well, you know, I just been hanging back. I ended up picking up a gig on Christmas night.
Oh, congrats.
So I'll be in Pasadena at the 35.
Can't drink too much eggnog on Christmas.
No, but I'll be in Pasadena at the 35er. So we rocking out there from about 9:30 to 1:30.
Okay. Shit. Invite me, nigga.
You always
What
welcome.
about Christmas shopping?
Christmas shopping? Yeah. It's called Bills.
I'm saying Christmas shopping is overrated.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell y'all the trick for you
it?
guys that don't like going to the mall.
I hate it.
In here.
Oh, my God.
Go early in the morning.
I like to shop.
Oh, okay. Well, go early in the morning.
If I had the
The
money.
stores are empty early in the morning.
I don't believe that.
Well, during
I
Christmas time
went.
it changes, doesn't it?
Well, Kohl's, I know they're open 24 hours. I went to Marshall's, they opened at 8, and it was empty. And I went in there and did what I had
And
to
cleaned
do.
up, right?
And got out of there.
Because you get all the first things that are put out.
Yeah.
New.
But you know,
for
the
day.
craziest shopping day will be Christmas Eve. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't even try to go out.
Thursday.
None of that shit.
yeah, I tried it.
Tomorrow's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I got everything done.
I'm glad I don't
today.
like many people. Nah, I ain't got to get a bunch of shit, so I'm cool. But you know, for real. And let me tell you
He's
the
a
story.
Grinch.
I'm not a Grinch. You know, I love all that it entails.
Yes.
Except the spending part
I
of it.
know.
Right.
I feel guilty.
The unnecessary spend. And you know, mind you know,
It is.
I enjoy gifting and giving people stuff.
Right.
But it's sometimes you feel obligated to buy people shit that you don't even really give a fuck about like that.
Yeah, or
You
they
know what I
don't
mean?
even deserve. You know, it's like, yeah.
Right. And this has nothing to do with that. So
No.
So let's separate what I just said
Exactly.
to this story here. It's just as an example, you know, my mom was supposed to come down for Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's not. But us thinking she was, you know, we was gonna buy. Because, you know, you always want to have gifts for who's going to be in the house.
We did
Yeah.
buy.
Well, we did, but you know what I mean? It would have been extra and you
Just
know,
the moment and everything just would have been nice.
right. And so the fact that we didn't have to do that.
It's not, look,
What?
her and I have the same taste.
So you know what it is.
Oh, so it's not going to waste. Is
So
what
if,
you
if for those out there who haven't noticed, we are wearing our ugly Christmas sweaters, and I'm very
Mine's not ugly.
proud of
Mine
mine
is ugly. Shit.
because
Yeah,
my
that
shit is
is
dope.
ugly.
Mom, man.
I got
That
the
purple.
Lakers.
Star Wars
That's the Lakers.
Stormtrooper Darth Vader. If
I'm
you
loving
see
that
it.
though. Oh, you got the battle. I even see the battle. Obi-Wan and Darth in there. And you got the
understand that
X-Wing
you
fighters in the bottom. That's dope.
Getting it.
That is dope.
Getting it.
Great pickup.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Teezy.
Great pickup.
You're
You
welcome.
know what I mean? She went out and got that thing. And,
Merry
you know,
Christmas. That's your good
while we're
Christmas
talking about it, you know,
Hilarious.
I'm going to say right now, you know, I don't really ask much for Christmas. I haven't seen the movie yet. But anybody who knows me knows that I'm like a Star Wars kind of guy.
We got to go.
And that's what I was thinking, because I know she doesn't really want to see it.
I want to go.
And I want to go. I know you want to go. But I was going to say, for Christmas, what I would love if we can't go together to be dropped off at the movie theater.
You know,
with my big coat with the big pockets. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the big pockets, just in case the movie theater is watching tonight. And I need to put my hands in.
Are you gonna line it with foil and put ice and beer in it?
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
you know.
Yeah, I can fit a 12-pack if the jacket is right. God, I've done it before. You know we done had a whole bar.
You just gotta come in wearing the robes with the hoods.
Putting vodka behind your neck.
Oh my God!
It's like his inside pockets.
I was like, yeah, don't let me get to it.
Inside pockets, outside pockets, his back jean pockets, there.
Oh, speaking of that,
how to do it.
That's why you gotta have baggy pants. That's why the baggy look was so good, because you can carry so much shit.
Yeah, you get a bunch of. She take her big ass bag, and we put a bunch of shit in there. But just hold on, let me tell you a funny story about that.
Go for it.
I know this.
Oh shit!
I don't know what year it was. You remember the movie Goodfellas? Was it Goodfellas?
There was Goodfellas and Casino.
No, Goodfellas was with what's the short guy? What's his name?
Pesci.
Joe Pesci, yeah. So when that movie came out in Oakland, everybody in the Bay,
90s, 1990.
1990. So when that came out, we went to go see it at the Grand Lake Theater. Big opening. And so I went, me, DJ Fuse, and my man Phil, shout out to Big Phil. We go there and we sneak 40s into the movie theater.
Damn.
And then so we in there and we sitting up maybe the middle to the top, right?
Like back by the projector.
Not way back there, but far enough to where it's just the right moment in the movie that it got quiet and Phil dropped his 40. And it just went clink, and it just rolled all the way. And you see it go, you know how 40 roll, how glass sounds when it rolls?
Yeah.
And it's going, and we just in there like, you know, you like waiting it, like when you drop something in a thing, waiting for it to hit the bottom. Yeah. We just waiting for it, because it went, and we was just like,
all these years I thought it was Fuse.
Was it Fuse? It might have been Fuse. I know me, Fuse, and Phil went, but I don't know whose 40 was. It wasn't mine.
Did it break?
It didn't break, but it just rolled and then it hit something. Because, you know, movie theaters are padded pretty much all around. Well, not really.
Well, I didn't know about down by the...
It's not. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but, you know.
Roll up.
Anyways, you know, that's my blast from the past story.
Hilarious. That's
for the
funny.
day. But let's get into a little more of it, like we do about this time. This is... It's the old school new news with Tom Teezy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, so up first, we're going to start off with Martin Shkreli, the most hated man in the world right now.
Yes.
Shkreli?
I hate that movie.
Shkreli.
Who's that guy?
Okay, so
Where'd you see the picture?
He is the guy that bought Wu-Tang's album and bought the drug, the HIV drug, and doubled the price of it.
Doubled? No.
Well, he raised the price 5,000%.
Wow.
Okay, so the reason why I bring him up is because he said he wanted to bail out Bobby Shmurda out of jail. And he can't do that because last Thursday he got arrested.
The guy?
The guy, Martin Shkreli, got arrested.
Yeah, why did he get arrested?
He got arrested because they accused him of running a Ponzi scheme.
Oh.
So if he is convicted, he faces 20 years in jail, and right now he's out on a $5 million bond.
Jesus.
I wonder what's going to happen to that Wu-Tang album.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was talking about it with somebody.
He owns it.
He owns it, but if they seize his assets, that's part of his assets, so they're going to seize it, so it might go back up for auction at one point.
So it looks like Bobby Shmurda is on his own.
Wow.
So, and congratulations to NWA. They were inducted to the 2016 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame due to the movie Straight Outta Compton. The ceremony will take place at the Barclays Center April 18th.
All right.
And there is a movie that is coming out that is going to represent the early days of hip hop that's going to be shown on VH1. It's called The Breaks. It's directed by Seth Mann. He's also the director of Walking Dead, Homeland, and Ballers. They did a screening last week in Harlem, and after the screening, they had a panel hosted by Sway. And your homeboy, DJ Premier, he is the music supervisor of the movie.
Nice.
Tristan Mark Wilds, he is starring in the movie. You know him from The Wire, and he also is a recording artist.
Right.
And Wood Harris, he's also from The Wire. And that show will air January 4th on VH1 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Method Man makes a cameo appearance in the movie.
Just like The Wire. It's like The Wire revisited reunion.
He likes it.
And they're hoping that this movie is they turn this movie into a docu-series, not docu-series, a sitcom or a series, a drama, a series.
Okay.
Like
docu-series would be right, I guess. Yeah.
Empire, like Empire.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
A TV show.
TV show.
Right. We're being fancy.
Right. I know, right?
Say this shit.
Put it on TV.
Right. Weekly.
Weekly.
Once a week. And happy belated birthday to DMX. He celebrated his birthday on December 18th.
Happy birthday. Woo. I couldn't even do that right. Go ahead.
And that's this week's Old School New News on the Goin Way Back Show with my man Money B. And as always, please subscribe, click the like button, and share with all your social media. Leave us a comment, reread them, and we do answer back. And to all of those that are watching, and always leave a comment, thanks for your support.
Thank you, Ty and Teezy. We're going to take a quick break, refill our drinks, come back with more holiday cheer right here on the Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
I think we can achieve this. Plus you act like you need this. Kiss me and I'll kiss you back. Yeah.
Hey, it's Money B from the Goin Way Back Show, and this is Herb is the Word. The word on the herb today is breathalyzer. A company out of Vancouver, Canada called Cannabix Technologies is creating a breathalyzer test to detect the amount of THC in a driver's system. They plan to have it on the streets by next year. I guess drivers in Canada better get ready to blow. There's also a California-based company called Hounds Lab Inc. that is working with researchers from UC Berkeley to create a more accurate device than a breathalyzer to detect THC levels. Since marijuana stays in your system long after the effects have worn off, it's very difficult to prove that someone is impaired while driving at any given moment. But the device this company is making will do just that. They plan on testing the device early next year in San Francisco, Oakland, with the hopes of selling it to police in Oakland by the end of 2016. The battle between companies to develop this technology is on, and it looks like it will be coming to a city near you, especially Oakland. Be sure to check out Herb is the Word, only here on Z420. Keep blowing. No, it's funny.
Don't eat on the mic.
Don't eat on the mic. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That song is funny, but you know I never really listened to it back then.
Man, right? Nasty ass shit.
Eazy-e.
What did he say? I didn't even hear him.
You don't want to.
But you know what though?
Sucking dick.
Really listening to it, yeah, it was a lot of.
It was nasty. It was X-rated.
It was real
Triple X.
nasty
Very X-rated.
for
Yeah.
Christmas.
For Christmas, yeah.
You don't suck dick on Christmas.
Well, not.
Some people do.
You don't let people know.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to let people
Right,
know.
yeah.
Right.
It happens. It just.
That album, that was what, 5150? That was the 5150 album.
Was that 5150?
I believe so. So by the time that album came out, being keeping it 100, I wasn't really listening to Eazy like
Really?
that.
Yeah.
Just around that time, and not because I didn't like Eazy-E, it's just like
Who were you listening to? What took you away from Eazy-E?
it wasn't what took me away from Eazy-E. It's just that Eazy-E had, by that time, he had been separated from Dre, Cube, what made Eazy-E. So now it was like, he had.
So being that he had different writers, it wasn't the same. He didn't sound the same.
It was different.
It was just different. It was
Way
like
different than NWA.
because you were initially attracted to NWA, and it's kind of like when you break up the team, it's like, and we knew that Eazy-E wasn't the rapper, so I was just like, whatever. And on the flip side of that, and keep it 100, let's look it up. Let's have our crack team look that up. What year was the 5150 album out? And I almost believe that it was at a time that we were really busy, and so, I didn't really have time to make sure you get that right before I say too much.
1996.
96? We wasn't
No,
doing shit.
I'm sorry, that was Van Halen.
I'm about to say. Oh, we got a call? 2 phone calls? I can't hear you. I think we got a caller.
92.
92. Okay, so in 92 we were really busy. We were touring and everything. Woo! I'm glad I had an excuse. Anyway,
Crazy, right?
it was like 97. I wasn't doing shit in 97.
Right?
Nope.
Why you wasn't listening to Eazy-E?
Right?
No, so in 92 we were touring heavily, like year round. So I didn't really have much time to check for stuff that I wasn't super checking for. That's right, damn it.
Wait for that.
All right, so do we have a call? Okay, good.
Yeah, wait for it.
Oh, I'll put my wafer right here because I can't eat on the mic. So good.
I know, right?
Shout out to Ema.
Thank you, Ema.
Thank you, Ema.
Come through in a clutch.
Yeah, we digging it.
The munchies.
It's like our own little Christmas party. So yeah, so let's talk about the year that we've had here on the Goin Way Back Show. And speaking of Eazy and everything, from what I remember just off the top of my head, I think my favorite show was probably the MC Ren interview. Mm-hmm. Just because I was such a huge NWA fan, and because, in a way I was close to that situation, so a lot of it I actually saw and knew, and just to hear him even say things, me being close to the situation,
right,
being that Atron was our manager and he was their road manager, that I didn't know, and that I was always curious about,
right,
in the origins of NWA.
Right.
What about you guys? You have a favorite show of the past year at all?
Time.
What year was Corrupt?
That
was last year.
Corrupt was in
That was last year.
Corrupt was in he was in 2014. Corrupt came through.
Maybe when the I think my favorite shows were whenever someone guessed the Who Said It.
We're gonna talk about that.
I'm gonna go recent. That the Cocaine and Mac Mall show that we just had was just off the
last
chain.
week.
I know, but it was off the chain. I was looking at the video that they played off of Edie Don's show,
Real Talk Show.
the Real Talk, Diva Pink and all that.
Shout out to Edie, the Hope Dealer. The
Yeah.
album is dope.
Oh yeah,
Go
Hope
get
Dealer.
that. The
Gotta
Hope
get
Dealer.
that.
Edie Don.
HOPE.
Gotta get that.
Shit is
Off the
nice.
chain.
Shout out to Edie.
And DJ Don Juan too,
All right,
from
so
the
go
Real
ahead.
Talk Show. But yeah, when I saw that video, that video just is calling out so many people right now,
Yeah.
and it's really relevant, and it really hit home, and they just on it right now. We gotta get Short Chop in there.
All right. So I didn't have much time, but I did pull out a couple of clips of just some memorable moments as far as I'm concerned. And I don't have the breakdown in front of me, guys, so I'm just gonna call it out, and then if we can. Now, one of our popular segments is the freestyle, when we can get the artist to do it. So sometimes we get cast to bust, sometimes we can't. So a memorable one for me, speaking of Corrupt, is Corrupt's younger brother, Roscoe, who came in and kind of put it down. But before we do that, in that very same show was around the time that the Golden State Warriors had just won the NBA championship. And those who have been following us know that our colleague from the Quick Fix show, Crazy Bone, from Bone Thugs and Harmony, we made a bet. We bet, because he's from Cleveland, I'm from Oakland.
All right.
The bet was, if Cleveland wins, I have to sing a Bone Thugs verse on his show.
Wearing the gear.
Wearing the Cleveland Cavaliers
Yeah.
shit. If the Golden State Warriors win, Crazy Bone had to come on my show and say a Digital Underground verse.
Right.
On one of my verses. Obviously, we won.
Yes.
So let's check out a clip of Crazy Bone paying his bet right here on the Goin Way Back Show. Say Dub Life! Warriors!
Warriors.
Hey, come on, Scott. You can tell mama every day. I ain't rich with them tricks.
Yeah.
Oh, man, caught up in the mix.
Yeah.
Trying to make a dollar out of 15.
A dime
in the nickel.
Cause I'm a don't mean the weekend.
Hit the sheets, baby. You don't recognize me.
Shock
G.
Hey.
The one who put the satin on your panties. Never know
Digital
what hook
Bone!
up. Yo,
What's up, love? How you doing? Well, I was hanging, trying to do my thing. Oh, you heard that I was banging?
What?
Your homegirl you went to school with? That's cool, but did she tell you about the sister and your cousin?
Thought I
Thought it was it.
wasn't.
The weekends was made for Michelob, but it's a Monday, my day. So just let me hit it, yo. And don't mistake my statement for a clown. We can keep it on the down low as long as you know that I can rhyme.
round and round and go.
They got it, they got it.
Bone Thugs don't stop for hoes. We get
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, man. Now, that was
That was a good.
that was a good one. And shout out to Crazy Bone because he was such a good sport.
That was
Yeah.
dope.
He
That
came
was
on. Now, you know, even though I was glad my team won, in a way, I was kind of hoping that I would have to go on his show and say a Bone Thug verse because just to learn it.
dope. Was you ready? Was you ready?
I wasn't ready. That's what I'm saying. I would have had to learn it.
Oh, man.
He would have been
And of course,
practicing.
if I would have had to do it, I was gonna pick First of the Month. That's my favorite Bone Thugs and
You
Harmony
called him
song.
Digital Bone. That was
Yeah, he was
Bone.
Digital Bone for that one.
So what was the next one? What was the other clip you gotta share
Um,
with everyone?
Well, in that same show, we talking about freestyles. Matter of fact, even more so than that. Well, I got the Egyptian Lover demo order.
I think that one should be the finale one.
Okay, we'll bring that back. Well, let's check out. Like I said, we usually do when we can get the MC to freestyle.
Right.
Now, in 2014, we had a lot of them. Damn near every artist that came on was
was just
rocking.
flowing,
Can you
yeah.
guys hear me? Everybody was rocking. It seemed like this year it's kind of been few and far in between. Like cats don't want to get on, but Skull, we couldn't get him off the mic.
Right.
So we got a little truncated clip of him just busting off the top of the head.
He
Let's
did
rock it.
everyone's freestyle for them.
Hostile, Roscoe to Bosco, from here to Moscow in the club, and I do it real big. Yeah, sipping liquor straight to the wig, and I split a nigga wig if he thinking he was tough or he did anything that I did. I came from the hood, from the gutter, from the bottom to the top. I ain't started from the bottom, but the bottom's where I'm at. Where I come back straight to the block, where I post with my homies, and the homies just serving them rocks. I'm like, damn man, when it's gonna stop? I ain't even tripping, man. Back to the spot, posted with the liquor and the homegirls, and we all up in the cut, and we feeling that pot. In the system, in the Jeep, bumping. Everybody know I got heat.
Trying to get him to stop.
Got him
Alright,
riding
that's
the
not dog.
Ducatis and the homies.
You like,
bottom,
yup, I'm
Simon,
flowing,
that's a bad
I'ma
little
keep
thing
flowing.
right there. She got long, really bomb, pretty hair. And I tell her like this: come on over here, sit back on my lap, don't touch my beard.
Cheers.
Kick back in the chair.
Cheers.
And the homie said, cheers. I've been doing this for so many years. I'ma keep on doing this for so many years. Yo, freestyle, G-style, Scarface, got it, you know my name. I spit propane and I got that flame. And I shoot, I ain't gotta take aim.
All right,
They don't
all
even
right,
play
all
around.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, I was trying to give him.
Stop.
I kept trying to give him cues like, okay, stop. He just kept.
Cheers.
Cheers. Don't touch
He's
my
like-
beer.
Shake his hand.
Right.
Damn.
So of that,
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember
what
that?
month was that?
I don't know. More than months. And it's funny because Corrupt, he actually rocked a little bit, even though that was years past. Like, always, what was your favorite freestyle that we've had on the show?
The one I fucked up on, J-Ro.
Was it J-Ro when you was drunk as fuck?
Faded.
When you
But yeah,
played
Jay-
the word.
Yeah, Jay was good. He was, you know. He
Yeah,
was
I
good, though.
decided not even to do the bloopers of
Please don't.
2015.
Yeah,
You
it's
should have.
too
As a
many.
matter of fact, I wish I had the one from 14 because we never really got to play those. You guys, if you ever, I had a blooper reel of Always, just of him,
It's crazy.
because he, like I remember one time, we doing the show and I'm telling him like, dog, you fucking up. And he go, I didn't. And then he couldn't even say the word. He said, but you've been on point this year.
I try to be. You know,
You've been doing your thing.
I try to step it up, and you know, I don't want any more embarrassing moments.
Nah. It's all in good fun. You know, this is hip hop. This is what we do. Not like Steve Harvey.
Oh my God!
Y'all seen that?
You see that? I'm surprised that wasn't in the Tom Teezy's news today.
It could have been. You seen that? Ooh.
Yeah, I heard about it.
You got it?
Somebody said he did it.
You said you have an Always, boo? Let's see it. What you got?
Here we go.
Can I get it? No, can I get the...
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
You fucked up the boom.
I thought you were reading the first one. I thought you. I'm playing with your emotions. Here we go. You ready?
Look how dude staring at me.
That ain't it, fool.
See, you
You
Always
gave me.
drunk. Look.
Wait. No. Which one did you give me?
You fucking up my game.
You gave me two.
Fucking up my game.
Those are the two that were on the email.
That sounds like KRS-One.
It wasn't KRS-One.
No.
It was D Nice. Yeah. It was close. Play it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dog. I had the right one.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I'll tell you. Is that instrumental or what?
And now we know. You got my bad. Let's get back to the
You've been fucking up all day.
Let's get thank you. Oh, it's wow.
My bad.
Oh shit. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was from this year?
That was from last year.
That was from last year, but we
Last
had it.
year.
I don't think we got a chance to play.
Appreciate it.
I thought you want to remember that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys for having that on deck. So anyways.
Does that work? I don't know.
Yeah, let's switch the subject
Yeah, no
real
worries,
quick.
man. It's all in good fun. Happy holidays.
So this is, like I said, this is the holiday show. Let's talk about our favorite hip hop holiday songs. I know we've been playing a bunch of them. We've kind of been debating, you know, and off the top, Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC, hands down the best
I agree.
hip hop
I agree.
holiday song. But
Curtis Blow.
yeah, Christmas rapping.
Yeah, Chris rapping. You know,
What
Curtis
else?
Blow.
And it's not like it's a million of them out there, but it's
no,
enough.
but that one we played by Eazy-e. Wow, I didn't. You know.
Did
really.
Slick Rick have one?
No, Dana Dane did.
That's who I meant.
Dana Dane is coming to town. Too Short had the Hanukkah song.
Are you serious?
You ever heard that?
No.
Let's
Oh,
see if
I
we can
gotta
pull
get
that
that.
up. Yeah, he made a Hanukkah song, and he was talking shit.
A Hanukkah song.
Yeah, it was kind of like Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song, even though that was pretty good.
Hanukkah Schmanukkah?
Yeah, Hanukkah, Hanukkah. I'm gonna put that in there.
Christmas
Derek B.
in
Yeah,
Hollis,
Eagle.
Run DMC.
Yeah, but they got the Hanukkah one by Too Short up there.
These are the 12 best hip hop songs.
What is that? Jingle Balls, Juice,
Jingle Bells.
Oh, you know I ain't got my
Jingle
glasses
balls.
on. I can't see that far. I'm
Looks like
I'm
balls.
I'm reading like Odell
Oh,
Beckham
killing.
Jr. over here.
Oh my
Cold
God.
Chillin' Christmas, the Juice Crew. The Christmas song, David Banner.
Okay.
Merry motherfucking Christmas. Oh, that's one you played.
Yeah, I played that.
All right. So look, since we still on the freestyles, another one of my favorite shows was when we had Egyptian Lover on the show. Reason being, you know, I was a huge Egyptian Lover fan,
Me too.
and he actually bought his drum machine, and
It was the original.
yeah, he bought the original, the 808, and he played a beat, or just created and started playing a beat on
Right
the
here,
show,
live.
and then I just went into my Egyptian Lover mode as much as I could. So let's check that out a little bit.
That's going on one side only.
Yeah, we only get one side, right?
That's because the stereo plugs. All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
So they thought it was a record playing as Uncle John's Army.
Okay.
While they was partying, they thinking it's a record playing.
Right.
So I had to break it down myself.
Let them see you doing it.
They didn't see me. I was on stage, so they just thought it was a record jamming.
Right.
And everybody was coming up. What record is that? What record is that? I'm like, it's a drum machine. They didn't know what it was, so they thought I was playing a record. So I just kept it going. Break it down.
What up, Frank? Can we get some stereo going?
It's the plug.
Oh, it's the plug?
Plug.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
baby.
yes.
I'm Money
yes,
B.
Yes,
DJ
yes.
T Radio
yes.
B.
Yes,
I'm the
yes,
best.
yes.
And
yes.
you know it.
Yes,
You see the
yes,
fans in my
yes,
pants and you blow it.
Yes,
Every day.
Motherfucker.
I get my freak on. And when I come to the studio, I speak on all the shit that I do in the back. Money B, yeah, I had a freaky attack by a breezy. Ah.
Fucking
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes. I can't believe I was saying that.
Hey, you know
Said it
what's
now.
dope is Erykah Badu, her new mixtape.
Yeah.
She actually, you heard that?
Yes, I did.
And she kind of did like an Egyptian lover
Yeah, she
thing, and it's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to
She's dope.
Erykah Badu. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with more holiday cheer, ugly Christmas sweaters, and all that right here on the Goin Way Back Show. with Money B.
Money B.
I think we can achieve this. Plus you act like you need this. Kiss me and I'll kiss you back. Yeah.
What up? It's Money B, and today's word on the herb is celebrities. Now, there are so many celebrities that either indulge in and even endorse legalized marijuana. Cameron Diaz actually told George Lopez that in high school, Snoop Dogg was a year older and he was a weed man. Talk about the chronic, right? Megan Fox says she hopes they legalize it, and when they do, she'll be the first person in line to buy a pack of joints. Jennifer Aniston says she smokes occasionally and that there's nothing wrong with that. Everything done in moderation is what she told Rolling Stone, and that's why we're friends. Kirsten Dunst says she believes America's view on marijuana is ridiculous and that the world would be a better place if everyone smoked and drank. That's just Money B. Look, these are just a few celebs, so be sure to check out the next Herb is the Word for more goodies on the good stuff. Keep blowing.
This week in Weed, the Detroit Coalition of Concerned Pastors has declared war on the local medical marijuana dispensaries. They are quoted as saying they don't like the smell of marijuana wafting into their churches and that they don't believe marijuana is being purchased for medicinal purposes. The pastors have also said they will stop at nothing to have every last dispensary shut down.
It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
Money B.
And that's one of them songs I could just sit there and rock with.
Man.
That
Classic.
No, it's definitely a classic. And what's crazy is I remember that that record. I think it was like it had to be like 82 or 80, something like
Somewhere
that.
around there, yeah.
Look it up, Teezy.
I'm sorry.
What year did Christmas Rapping come out?
The Christmas what?
Christmas Rapping by Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
But I remember when, like, cause you know, like most Christmas songs or holiday songs, they start playing them around Christmas, and then that's when they play.
1980.
1980.
Wow.
Yeah, that was on the first album. Well, Christmas Rapping, they actually used to just play that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like only for Christmas.
Right.
I know. I'm like,
No,
oh,
it's all
shit.
good.
Did I get you? I don't think
I
so.
it went right over my cup.
Okay. I hope so. I sprayed it when I was trying to say it.
That's alcohol in it. It'll kill all the germs.
Right?
I think.
But shout out to Curtis Blow. For those who don't know, Curtis Blow was the first solo rapper to go gold.
Wow.
And he was the first solo rapper to be signed to a major label. He was signed to, don't give me the line, Tom Teezy. Was it Elektra or something like that? Columbia Records.
I think it's Columbia.
But he was the first solo rapper.
Mercury Records.
Mercury, right. I remember the black,
Right.
the Mercury
yeah,
across.
Yeah.
He was the first solo rapper to go gold. with a Jerry curl.
You know you wanted a curl.
I didn't. I did have a curly top.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that. But I never had like the full blown Jerry, the fro type situation. Mine was groomed. It was shaved on the side and had a little.
You wanted to save your
Had a little
collars.
shit in the top.
You wanted to save your collars.
Yeah, you know.
And pillowcases. Or
Oh
did
my
you?
God, couches.
Well, I didn't have to do all that. I used to wear a wave cap. I didn't wear like a plastic bag on my head.
Oh, well,
My
since
shit
this is
wasn't greasy
Christmas,
like that.
I'm going to bring up a story about my dad. He used to have a Jerry curl.
Okay, speak up.
He used to have a Jerry curl.
Okay.
And around Christmas time, they went out into the mountains to cut down a Christmas tree. I'm sorry, Daddy.
Go ahead.
When he came back to the car, his hair was dripping.
What happened?
What happened?
That's what happened. He went out there, it was raining, and he came back to the car, and his hair was dripping.
Oh, so you didn't
All
say
over-
it was raining. Oh my
Yeah, it
gosh.
was
You know,
raining.
Jerry curls in that
thought it
rain.
iced
boy,
up
they
or
hate that
something.
shit.
Shit
I
started
know he
breaking.
got sickles on his shit.
Yeah, like
it's hanging there.
Not
That's
icicle.
hilarious.
shout out to Thomas.
But I
So
can
he
still
was-
see his face coming back to the window, and his hair just all dripping.
Was he looking like
Stoney Jackson?
No, Eric LaSalle.
Oh,
In Coming to America when he was out in the rain.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Eric
yes,
LaSalle.
yes.
Erica dumped me.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy. But I don't even think grease and water mix, right? So it's just
No, that's
falling
what I'm
off
saying. It
the-
drips out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
fall
all
off.
dripping in the eyes.
Said, Daddy, what
Oh
happened to
my
your dude?
Wow. He said he never went out and chopped a tree after that
I think
again.
that was
did
the
he?
last time.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was.
We went
Y'all
to
going where?
we
No.
went to the lot.
If we ain't picking up a tree, I
Y'all
ain't
y'all went to Home Depot after that? It's like, fuck that shit.
They probably went to the closest lot to the house.
Exactly.
He wanted to get
Oh,
caught up
Lord.
being a distance from the house and it rained or something happened.
And it was a nice tree, though. Too.
Oh my God, that was funny.
But a nicer Jerry curl.
But his curl, his dude was done.
Tree, but it was a
I just
nicer
got this
Jerry curl.
motherfucker done.
Right? He should have put his plastic bag on.
See,
Say
if he
what?
would have had his bag, he would have been all right.
Mm-hmm.
Because the rain would have blocked, the bag would have blocked all the rain.
Yeah.
All right, so another one of our favorite segments, of course, is Who Said It?
Yes.
The Who Said It segment. Of course, commandeered by Ty and Teezy. Now, Ty and Teezy, I remember you in the very beginning, you said you hated doing the Who Said It. Now, why was that?
Because I didn't like it that much because for one, they could never guess it. For two, they used to always look at me crazy like, what is she doing? And that was just that. I just didn't like it. I still don't.
But I think you like it a little more.
It's
because
fun now.
It's fun. You can get it.
Yeah.
And
in the beginning, I hated it. Oh, and another reason why is because Avion Crockett, whatever his name is, he was rude.
Yeah, and I think
was
it's
that
fun.
2015? I told him in Instagram.
I wasn't here for that one, I don't think.
Yeah, that was a while back. But my whole thing is, she thinks, because she always thinks like, oh, they're clowning me.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you're actually clowning them because they
should get it regardless.
They think they know hip hop
Yeah.
like that. They should get it regardless of how you mix it or twist it.
Uh-huh.
You don't know it. And sometimes I even give them like easier ones. It's like you hear it, but you don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a good one, and of course you like the ones when they actually get it.
Mm-hmm.
And they rarely get it.
Rarely.
So one of the ones that they did
three
get was
this year?
just last week. My man Tiptoe, shout out to Dallas, Christopher Tiptoe Williams.
Yep.
He called in and he got it. Let's check the clip out. Come on now.
Now I'm on some shit again. Leave a nigga stranded like Gilligan.
Oh, she got
Okay, wait,
it.
we got a caller. Tiptoe. Now, were you listening to the Who Said It? You think you got it?
Come on, man. Now I'm on some shit again. Leave a nigga running like Gilligan. That's juvie, baby.
Play.
Oh my goodness.
Listen. Here we go. Wait. There you got it. Tiptoe.
Yeah.
You got it. Now, one of my most memorable. Wait, one of my most memorable. Who said it was 2 years ago when J-Ro from the Alcoholics was on the show, and we tried to get him, and we played a King T record, or she said a line from King T, and then we were like, who said it? And he was like, Roger McBride. He's like, that's Roger McBride. And I was like, you're wrong. And then I thought about it.
He was right.
That's King T's real name, Roger McBride. So he actually got me. He fucked me up.
Yeah.
He flipped it on you.
Yeah, he flipped it on me because...
You have that clip?
I don't think we have that clip. Nah, we don't have it. But it was just funny because, sometimes I try to give the guests things that are pertain to the thing.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that King T introduced the Alcoholics to the world, with Exhibit and everything like that.
Well, since you bring that up, when Darlene Ortiz was on the show, I actually picked out those Who Said It.
Oh, yeah. So that had to be one of your favorite ones. Yeah. She picked them out.
Yeah, I picked those out.
So now she's producing the show.
Okay.
That segment.
Yeah,
right,
she's producing her segment.
Two segments now.
Almost. I'm co-producing that segment.
She coming up. So, like I said, this is the last show of the year. And I always tell motherfuckers, even though I'm going to ask you guys, I hate people that give New Year's resolutions like on social media per se. And I'm going to post this. I'm like, if you're my age, stop telling me shit that you're going to do because you never do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just do the shit already.
Yeah.
So that being said, do you have anything that you're gonna?
I was kind of letting you know in the car. I gotta get into the real estate world and buckle down and get started.
Yeah, when you say it, it's like are you gonna be an agent? Or are you gonna?
No. I have to. As far as buying.
Are you putting together an investment group?
No, as far as buying a home for myself and for my daughter,
so you're not gonna
getting into home ownership.
So you're just saying you just got to grind and get you.
I got
a house.
I have to.
Okay, I thought you meant
that
rent. You was gonna become a real estate agent.
No. I can't do the real estate agent thing. That's it. And if you think about it, man, if you're paying rent, I've seen people that pay way less in mortgages.
Yeah, you're right.
Than rent.
But you have to also understand not
Why you think we live in Rialto?
Not to discourage you, but when you are a homeowner, there are a lot of maintenance and upkeep that you have to deal with. Whereas if you have a landlord, you can just call them, and hopefully you have a good landlord, and they'll just fix it.
Like, motherfucker, my sink broke.
I know, but I'm pretty savvy and pretty handy, so I'm not too scared of that.
Well, yeah,
I'm not too scared to learn how to do something either.
He's like, hammer.
Yeah. He had to learn.
Well, because I see it as, when you buy a home, that's your project. That's you. That's where you learn stuff, especially your first home. That's where you learn how to do things. So when you experiment house. And see the things that you can do and can't do. Okay, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to call somebody to come and do this because it's way above my head. And then when you get to your next home, that's bigger for the family and everything.
I'm glad you said that because a lot of shit that I can do, but there's a whole lot of shit I can't do.
It is, and that's where.
But you're not afraid to learn.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to learn.
And that's where you prioritize as a homeowner. Getting your stuff in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we gonna check out. So Teezy, let them know.
What about my resolution?
Oh, what is your resolution? I'm sorry.
I don't have them. I do. No, I don't. What I do is each year I have a little
board.
I have a little tablet that I keep in my purse, and I write down goals. And at the end of the year, I see if I made or met my goals, and then if I haven't, I roll them over into the next notebook.
Do they come? They come to you like throughout the year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's like, oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. So
you
jot it down.
Well, me, I don't make resolutions because I'm always trying to be better.
Right.
So fuck waiting till the end of the year. I'm always on it. You know what I mean? So, Teezy?
Okay. Oh, TON_TEEZY always.
LWAYZNYAEAR on Twitter, or always on Instagram. Check me out. And check me out Friday on SiriusXM, Foxhole Channel 96 for the afternoon drive mix.
You need one name. Go ahead.
That's what I do. And of course, I'm on all social media at MoneyB69, like the Money B Facebook fan page. Of course, subscribe to the Goin Way Back Show YouTube channel and check us out next year, right here on Z420.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year.
Happy
Enjoy
Kwanzaa.
your holidays, people. Be out. Take care. And of course,
be easy. Deuces.
It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip-hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Goin Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.